about your friends? What about your friends? Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sigourney Rosario, helping you to boss up in business, self-love, and faith. Welcome back. Today, can we just have girl talk? Can we just talk? Get your wine, get your tea. I'm gonna get my water. And let's just talk about having adult friends. Let's go ahead and hop into the video. Number one, you have to be open. You have to be open. Okay? What I mean by that is, I don't know how to tell y'all this. Some of y'all look mean. Some of y'all be looking mean. It's either you look mean or you look preoccupied. The thing that gets me the most, and I don't know if it's just like a trend as of recently, but it's the headphones, the headsets. It's everything. You just look distracted. You look distraught. You look mean. You look like you don't want to be bothered. And so it's hard to meet other girls, other friends, when you are not open to meeting them. So again, you never know where your friend gonna be. Your friend could be in Trader Joe's. Your friend could be at the nail salon. Your friend could be at Starbucks, but she's not gonna want to talk to you if you look preoccupied. Again, if you're just doing your own thing and you're not looking for no friends, then do you. But if you do want to meet friends and you want to connect, you have to be open. Like, people want to connect with other people. You know, we all need people in some shape or form. So even the extra introverted person needs people. Even that extra extroverted person needs people. We all need connection. And so I just want to recommend that you unplug. That you unplug from your family, your friends, your boo thing. That you unplug from your phone, always looking down, always looking preoccupied, and you just be present. It don't even matter, like even if you going grocery shopping, it don't even matter if you in a picnic. I've met people while I'm running. I have met people while I'm on a trail back and forth running. They have come up to me after the trail and we just strike up a conversation. So you never know where that friend is, but the biggest advice I can say is be open, look nice, look pleasant, and you just never know where you can meet people. Number two, was definitely an issue for me in my 20s, is you may have to cut some people off. And it's very unfortunate because I used to think that the longer I knew someone, the deeper the relationship was. But I've come to know in my 30s, my early 30s, is that just because you've known someone for a long time does not mean that they are a ride or die. I had to cut off one of my friends. I knew her from middle school all the way up through college. And I had to cut her off about 7 or 8 years ago. And it still stings. It still sucks. And the reason why is because, like, when you realize that you're an amazing person, you're an amazing friend, you give your all, you're there, you're loyal, and you're not getting that in return, and it's been a constant thing of not getting it in return, you have to make the decision that, hey, I'm worth more than this. There are people who would love me down. There are people who would love everything about me, and if I'm not getting what I'm getting in return, there's an issue. And if I've addressed it multiple times and it's still not getting fixed, deuces, gotta go right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to cut people off, and it sucks. Friendships, I feel like, are worse than breakups. I don't care what nobody says. When you have to cut off a friend, it's skidoozy. It is like, it's torture, because a friend is there when you are single, when you get married, when you have kids. You know, they see the whole cycle of life. Versus a man, you know, he only see you in one season, then he gone. So it's completely different. It sucks. But you just have to realize it's a part of the process. If somebody is not treating you the way that you deserve, cut them off. And one thing I've always dealt with is the jealous spirit. That spirit I am so sensitive to, because I have dealt with that my whole life. And I am so in tune with it when it comes out into other people. And I just watch and observe, like, new people in my life, or even old people, because it can come on them too, about how they observe my highs and my lows in life, how they act with me in different situations. I just am very observant with that. And so you definitely want to just make sure that you are being observant of old friends, of new friends. Like, just don't think that because y'all been friends for 10 years, 12 years, 5 years, that they gonna somehow stick with you to the end. Because sometimes them be the first ones that got to go. They do, unfortunately. Number 3, this is one of my favorite tips. And it's so silly, but I just love it. You gotta go outside. You gotta go out. We outside. We outside. We outside. Y'all, I'm an outside girly. I know it. Like, I cannot be in the house all the time, cooped up, looking at these 4 walls. I'm sorry. I can't do it. I am an outside girly. And I like meeting new people. I like having different friend groups. I like having different friends. I like having the girl I can go travel with. I like the girl who is super chilled. I like the girl who's an entrepreneur. I like the military girl who relates with me with that. I like the girl who we can dress up. I like the chill girl who like sweats. I like having different friends with different personalities who are located at different places in their life. I love that for me. I am not the person who is like, I only want one friend, because I'm gonna get tired of her. She don't get on my nerves, I'm gonna get on her nerves. You know what I'm saying? So you have to be outside to meet different people. You gotta go outside. If you like pottery, you need to be going to pottery classes, and you need to be talking to other girls, unplug, be open, be nice. You're gonna meet another girl who likes pottery, and y'all can go do pottery classes. That can be your pottery friend. You need to go out there in the track and start running. Go to the gym. Meet a friend up in there. I meet a lot of people in the gym. I don't know what it is about the gym. People just love talking to me. I actually don't like talking to people in the gym. That is one place I do not like. I do not want to meet friends. But it just seems like people are attracted to me in the gym, and they just keep talking. You can go to the gym and meet your next gym buddy, okay? If you want somebody who eats healthy and likes to cook, go to a cooking class. If you like a girl, or you're looking for a girl who likes to travel, go to the different travel clubs, different travel organizations. If you're looking for an entrepreneur friend, go to the business groups, go to the entrepreneurship groups, go to the real estate groups. They got them all over. If you are looking for any type of friend, if you need anything in your life, if you're looking for accountability, you have to go outside. And it's not like you're going outside to meet a friend and you're being disappointed if it doesn't work out. You're just going out and enjoying your life. Going out by yourself is the key, because if you go out with your homegirl, you and your homegirl are going to be talking, and then you're going to forget that you're looking for another friend because you got your homegirl there with you. So you have to go out by yourself and go to places that you naturally enjoy, y'all. I'm telling you, you're going to meet somebody. You are going to meet somebody, and again, it may not be your bestie for life. She may not be the person that is destined to, you know, be at your wedding and all the different things, but you have made another connection with another human being, and it possibly could be something. And so you really just want to make sure that you are going to places that you naturally enjoy by yourself. And I'm telling you, you're going to meet so many people. And don't expect the person to look like you, to be like you, to dress like you. You know, it might be somebody completely different. And you're like, what? I just met this Indian girl. And I'm like, this Indian girl kind of cool. Like, I like her vibe. You know what I mean? And so you just never know who God is going to place in your life. I'm telling you, just be open and go outside. Number 4. This one is a funny one. This is so funny to me. Shoot your shot. Let's shoot your shot, girl. Sis, shoot your shot. Okay, we're not talking about no men, because we classy over here. We let the men come to us. But for a friend, I'm shoot my shot, y'all. I don't care. Because I am very much like, if you are vibing, I'm a vibe. Why are we not vibing together? I'm a friend to where I'm naturally kind of outgoing. I'm not afraid to talk to people. If I like you and you like a vibe, I'm gonna be like, girl, what's your number? And so that creeps out some people. Some people are so afraid of like that next step when you connect with somebody. They don't know how to transition to like, do I ask for your social media? Do I ask for your phone number? You know what I mean? Me, I slid in one girl DM. I met her at this expo. Very cool girl. She had other 2 girls with her, but we just clicked it. Like, we clicked like this. And so I slid in her little DM. I'm like, hey girl, hey, you remember me? And she was like, yeah, girl. I was like, let's meet up, let's link up. We went out to eat. And after that, me and her are still very much close. And the crazy thing about it is, I met her at an expo for my business. Now she helps me in my business. So you see what I'm saying? If I ain't shoot my shot, I wouldn't have her help. She literally helps me for Invest Fest, for Natural Hair Expos, for all the different things for my small business. So I wouldn't have had that help if I didn't shoot that shot at her in the DMs. So if you see a girl out and obviously you talk to her, you feel her vibe, you feel her energy and her spirit, and you feel like her spirit is pure, shoot your shot. Say, girl, let's connect. Let's go out to eat because you a vibe. Let's like, and you can do social media if you want to, just so you can read her profile, you know, just to see how she is. Or if you just want to connect through phone, either or, you know what I mean? Either or, but look, I'm not afraid to shoot my shot. I'd be like, girl, let's connect. Let's go to brunch. Everybody love brunch. And so like, and sometimes it doesn't pan out, and that's gonna be my next step. Might as well just go ahead and talk about it. Number 5, sometimes it doesn't pan out. I haven't shot my shot at people. We've gone out, and afterwards I was just like, yeah, nah, she ain't my type of girl. She's not my type of people. And there's nothing wrong with the person. It's nothing wrong with them. It's just our spirits don't align, or they are into other things. Especially in Atlanta, you hear it all. I've seen things, I've heard things, and everything doesn't align with my spirit. And so if it doesn't connect and it's not, you know, friends for life and all that different thing, it's okay. But as long as you put yourself out there, and maybe they're not a good fit for you, maybe they got too much going on for you, that's fine. Just wipe your hands and move on to the next person. But the whole point is, if you go out and you make this a routine, you're meeting so many different people, so many different friends, to where you're not bothered by it not working out and you're getting all discouraged, you're getting all of your feelings, because you put yourself out there in different demographics in different ways, to where when this friendship, when the pottery friend don't work out, when the gym friend don't work out, you got the golfing friend, you got the brunch friend, you got the shopping friend, you got the travel friend, like, you know what I mean? So it really and truly, it doesn't really phase you. And when you meet one friend, usually that friend will introduce you to her friends, and then you have a larger pool to pull from. So from that girl that I talked about earlier, who met me at the expo, she introduced me to her friends, and I connected with one of her friends, and now I'm a part of this larger group of friends, or associates, shall I say, associates, and we go out and do different things outside of the friend that I actually initially connected with. And so it's just, I'm telling y'all, go out, meet new people. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. Number 6, I feel like in some instances, not all the time, but in some instances, you should look for your opposite. What I mean by that is, I am naturally high energy. I definitely am a little bit more, well, I'm extroverted, introverted. A lot of people don't believe me when I say that, but I actually am very much introverted. So I'm the life of the party when I'm outside. And then when it's time to go inside, I gotta recharge. I'm like, don't talk to me. Don't lock it up. I usually, 9 times out of 10, I'm looking for my opposite. And when I say my opposite, I usually connect the best with people who are introverted. I don't know what it is about it, but all of my best friends, like my circle, not like associates, but my best friends are all introverted. All of them are introverted. I don't know why I get along with introverted people, but usually when I meet people who are exactly like me, kind of more, a little bit more dominant, it's usually 9 times out of 10 starts to be a little bit of a clash. And so I would recommend, if you are kind of high energy like me, a little bit more dominant, look for the introverted people, because they are too nervous to come up to you and talk. You can dominate the conversation in the sense of asking for their number, asking for their social media, and it's just a good balance. Like, if y'all are both introverted, you know, people are going to be, one of y'all may be a little bit more nervous to ask for the other person's social media. You may be overthinking it, you know. But when you have a dominant personality and somebody who's a little bit more soft-spoken, it just tends to go really, really good. I don't know what it is. Just like in a relationship, usually opposites attract. And so I recommend just looking for the people who are complete opposite of you. Looking for that introverted person in the background. Girl, what you doing over here in the corner? What you doing, girl? Hey, girl. Like, and then your personality is so big and so loud to where, you know what I mean? Like, they just like, this how she is, that's cool, you know what I mean? It just, it goes well, it meshes very, very good. But then also, you know, you may connect with somebody who is very similar, who has an outgoing personality or introverted personality like you. You just never know. Just be open to people. Don't look at the skin, don't look at, you know, where they come from, how they look. Just be open to meeting new people. You never know, again, who God is going to place in your life, in your radar, and why y'all are actually meeting. Number 7, this is going to be the last one. I recommend that you use discernment. Use discernment. So I recently, I would say about 2 years ago, I actually got finessed by a girl. And when I say finesse, it's like, I think for the first time ever, like I ran into like a girl who was a user and a taker and like kind of like a Jezebel spirit. You know, people say Jezebel spirit, but like a real life Jezebel spirit. And I don't think I've ever, I mean, I probably have come across them, but I've never like actually, I don't know, connected with somebody like that. And I met her again out by myself. We was at like a, not a, like a rooftop type of idea, you know, that type of vibe. It was like a rooftop, like not a club, but like a rooftop lounge area. Day party, that's what we call it. A rooftop day party. She was there, I was there, we connected, vibe was there. And she just like was using me the whole night. Like, can you drive me this place? Can you do this? Can you wait on me for this? You know, at the end of the night, I originally went out there to have a good time, and I just felt like I was finessed the whole night. Like I was just kept giving. And by the end of the day, I felt so depleted and I felt used. And so I left that experience just knowing in my spirit that I felt like I was desperate to meet a new friend or a new buddy, and I was kind of settling. I wasn't really following my instincts. I wasn't following my discernment of what I felt in my spirit. Because she kept saying over like, yeah, I use a man for this. Oh yeah, I use a man for this. Oh yes, I have a sugar daddy. Yes, I have this. Yes, and it wasn't clicking. There was something in my mind to where I kept making excuses for her, or I just kept overlooking it. And I just want to tell you, don't be so desperate to meet a new friend. Don't be too desperate to meet a new person that you ignore the red flags. If there is something in your mind, even if it's the slightest inclination that's saying, God is trying to tell you something, and you can listen to it or you can ignore it, and it end up costing you something. So again, by the end of the night, I called one of my best friends, and it was like at 1 a.m. in the morning when I was calling her on the way back. And I was like, I just came in contact with somebody who I did not like. And it's taken me a while to realize that, because I'm in, you know, I guess I was just, you know, enjoying myself. But I don't think I want to connect with her anymore. I actually feel horrible. I don't feel good vibes around her. I don't feel empowered. I don't feel enlifted. I actually feel depleted. And she just told me like, okay, well, you learned something. You know, good job on, you know, sensing it. Obviously, you should have listened to it earlier. You could have avoided a lot of hassle and trauma and a lot of different things. But, you know, just learn from it, grow from it. Y'all can still be cool and, you know, keep it moving. And I actually recently just ran into her in Atlanta, and I kept it cool. Like, hey girl, what's up? You know, happy to see you again. Happy to know you're doing good and all the things, and kept it moving. But I just want to encourage you, like, listen to your discernment. Listen to your spirit. Know that if something is off, something is off. Believe in that, trust in that, and know that that's God trying to warn you on something about somebody that may be a little unhinged. If you need encouragement, or you know somebody else that may need a little bit of encouragement, please write into my foundation, Letters for Life, where you receive a free handwritten letter of encouragement back to you. As always, I love you, but most importantly though, God loves you. I will see y'all in my next video.